Here.
Perfect. That is you recording or is that me recording?
Okay, I'm already recording.
Okay, that is fine because normally my note taker comes in as well,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
don't know where it is. Huh.
All right, it should be at your, do I say the left or the right
No, no,
side?
it's coming in now. It's
Okay.
coming. So it'll just sit in the background. So how
Okay.
are you?
I'm very, very well. Good to have you.
Thank you. Like, good to
All
be here.
right. Okay, so let's do this. Hello, amazing listeners. Welcome to another inspiring episode of Mom Ziba Talks Daily Podcast, the platform where we are going to be exploring ideas, stories, and strategies that's going to help us grow personally, professionally, and purposefully. I'm your host, Mom Ziba, and today we'll be diving right into a topic that every entrepreneur, business owner, and aspiring leaders need to hear: how to build a company that works without you. Many entrepreneurs start a business seeking freedom only to find out that that business, that job becomes a trap that they have created for themselves. They become the chief decision maker, they become the chief problem solver, and even at times the chief firefighter. Permit me to use that word. But what if your business can actually operate successfully without constant involvement? What if your business could continue growing, serving customers, generating results, even when you are not present? To help us answer these questions, we have an exceptional guest speaker in the house joining us, and his name is Peter Boolkah, a renowned business growth expert, permit me, an entrepreneur, coach, and speaker who has helped countless business owners to transform their companies into scalable, sustainable organization. Peter is also passionate about helping leaders, okay, move from working in businesses to working on their businesses. All right, so creating systems and teams in order to drive a long-term success and result. Peter, welcome to Mom's Ziba Talks Daily Podcast. It's a pleasure having you with me today.
Thank you for having me. Look, I'm looking so forward to it. I'm
All
so
right.
happy to be here.
Okay, thank you. So, Peter, this topic is especially important because, many business owners dream of freedom, but unknowingly build businesses that entirely depend solely on them. So, today, I'd love us to unpack, you know, all this topic, okay, the way it is, okay, how making us understand how we can create a business that can thrive independently while we are still, most times we are not there, and it still reflects the founder's core values and vision. So let's get started. When we hear the word or the phrase that says a company can work without you, what does it mean in practical terms?
Well, a business that can work without you.
Okay. Yes, business, a company that can work without you. What does it mean in
Yeah.
practical terms?
In practical terms, it means that the founder does no longer need to be involved in the business. It doesn't mean that they are not involved in the business,
Okay.
but there's not a need. There's a
Okay.
big difference. They
Okay.
have a freedom of choice.
Okay. Freedom of choice. Okay, freedom of choice. Okay, I'm jotting this down. Okay. So permit me before we start. I know my audience will be, wanted to know who Peter Boolkah is. I forgot that. How will I forget this? So sir, I want you to really tell us what inspired you to start impacting life and who Peter Boolkah is.
You know, you're going to be really, really disappointed with my answer.
Why?
I, well, let me tell you, look, I did the traditional, I went and worked for corporate,
Okay.
left the corporate, bought a business, hated the business, sold the business,
Hmm.
and then I was going to go back into another corporate job.
Hmm.
And actually, at the time, I got approached by a coaching franchise.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, I was in between jobs. Let me go and see what this is all about. So I
Okay.
went to see what it was all about, and I wasn't going to do it.
Okay.
And then the final meeting I had with the franchisee,
Okay.
I liked what he said. I liked who he was. We ended up being business partners for 15 years, and he
Okay.
was exactly what I needed at the time.
Okay.
So it's one of those that I fell into it. Now,
Okay.
people could say you've had a calling.
Okay.
Maybe this was my calling. It
Okay.
wasn't something that I chose to do,
Okay.
but it ended up being something that I did do, and I
Okay.
have been doing for 21 years now.
Wow, 21 years. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. And that's so beautiful. So, Peter Boolkah, where are you from? And let's start. Okay, where are you from? Let's say.
Okay, so I am from the United Kingdom.
Okay.
I actually live just outside of London.
Okay. All right. That's beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So you've been in this for over 21 years. Have there been any
Yep.
challenges apart from the one you've just you just let us know that it's something that you didn't even want to go into. Has there been any challenges that you have been facing at some time you just felt like this is not for me
Oh, yeah, so many times.
so many times?
2008, 2009, when we had the great financial crisis. That
Okay.
wasn't fun.
Hmm.
So many of my clients had to close their business and start again
Okay.
because they did nothing wrong, but the people that they serviced went bankrupt and
Hmm.
made them bankrupt as a result.
Wow.
The pandemic has not been fun. The pandemic, listen, that screwed up the whole world.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then after the pandemic, we had global inflation,
Okay.
supply chain crisis,
Wow.
war in
Oh,
Iran, war in Ukraine.
wow.
Come on, how many more things do you want me to tell you about misery?
Whoa. Whoa. It has really been a lot. It has really been a lot. So, back to what we are talking about. So, what could be some biggest mistakes that, you know, entrepreneurs make that could cause their business to become overly dependent on them? That means if they are not there, the business is not going to work. So, what are those things do you think that could happen?
Okay, we have to go back in history
Okay.
with how a business is formed. So in the
Okay.
UK, statistically, we have 5.6 million
Okay.
small to medium size privately owned businesses, of which 4.2 million are solopreneurs. Now think about it.
Okay.
When you start going into business,
Okay.
you don't go into business normally with a lot of money,
Yeah.
and you definitely don't start a business with more than one person, yourself.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a partnership, but most of the time it's by yourself.
Yes.
So from day one, you are head of sales, head of marketing, head of finance, head of operations, head. Do you know you set the trap from day one? From day one, you are training your business to be 100% reliant on you.
Okay.
So you start to create the habit from the very first day. And all that happens is every single year you stay in business and you survive, you start building a prison.
Okay.
And statistically, 80% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. So only 20% get to 5 years,
True.
which is quite scary.
Very,
But yeah,
very.
that's the biggest mistake they make. They train the business to be wholly dependent on them. So
Yeah.
they can't then be surprised when the business needs them for everything.
Hmm.
It is it's what they've created. And think
Okay.
about it. We have a saying in the UK, God created man in his image.
Of course.
Okay, founders create the business in their image.
The image. Yeah.
And that's it. They create their business in their image.
Okay. Okay. All right. For instance, you mentioned that when we are starting business, okay, for starters, most times it's we have the business, everything, sometimes the leadership, the HR department, everything depends on us because most time we start with little, capital and all those kind of a thing. In that kind of a situation, do you think it's their fault when the business is not thriving well and then they've already they are already used to it. I'm already used to being here at this time and being here at that time. what do you advise? What do you advise to maybe a starter, okay, who wants to, leave his business, okay, for maybe one or two teams, and yet he doesn't trust them? What do you think? Do you think that this word we're talking about, this topic, that your business can work without you, he or she can actually be somewhere else and expect the business to be
Yeah,
working fine and bring good results?
yeah, but they don't. Right now, the owner doesn't deserve it. In
Okay.
fact, the owner sucks. Remember what we said? The business is created in their image.
Their image,
So if
yeah.
they can't get away, if
Okay.
they don't trust their team,
Okay.
there's only one person they've got to blame,
Okay.
themselves. There is no one else to blame. They've recruited, the business is a reflection of them.
It's
And
true.
when you think about it, what happens? People go to school,
Yeah.
or maybe go to college, some
Yeah.
go to university.
Yeah.
When they finish formal education,
Okay.
they have what I call education fatigue.
Okay. Yes, of
They
course.
are tired of learning.
Okay.
What makes you think that you can start a business and not learn about business?
Hmm.
When you have a car, you are required to learn how to drive a car
Of
in
course.
most countries.
Yeah.
You have to pass a test to certify you
That,
are competent
yes,
at
to
driving
drive
a
a car.
car.
Yeah.
Okay, where's your certification to say you are competent at running a business?
Okay. All right. So let's go on to that third question. Thank you so much. You're doing so well, Peter Boolkah. I'm learning a lot from you. I had a talk with one of the guests, okay, yesterday, and his name is Steve Badden, and he talked. I told him that I was gonna have you today on the show, and you're gonna be talking about this topic. I can't wait to hear what it's all about because I used to be uh um someone who a food vendor when I finished my varsity, and then I started a little place where I could sell food to people around me and like that. I was very, very young, and then I
Mm.
was a starter. I had little space, and then I had people I was working with. But there was a challenge I faced because when I'm not there, I come back to see most time the food are not being is sold. It's not sold, it's just there. And I will ask the girls, why is it that the food is like this? You've not gotten any customers since what has happened? They say, people did not come. They didn't come. And people that come, they complain this and that, and they leave. I was like, Mama, because you are not here. Most times when you're here, people buys from you. And I try to, try to get it. Why is it that when I'm here, people, buy from me? I say because I'm the one that carries the vision. For these people who are my teams, they don't care. All they care about is they're just sharing my vision, and majorly they are thinking about what they get from me. So if my business sells, it's none of their business.
Yeah, you know what the challenge there is? So you had an idea, you started selling,
Yeah.
but you never learned around how to systemize and process your business. You
Mm.
never learn how to actually document how you sold
Okay.
and everything so that and how to hire great people. So you hired people
Yeah.
that weren't great and good enough.
Yeah,
And that's the
exactly.
problem. There are so many skills you have to learn as a business owner if
Okay.
you are going to want to have people on board. And most people do not learn those skills.
Hmm.
I mean, look at it this way. It's good that you do a podcast.
Yeah,
So by doing a podcast, you're giving entrepreneurs an opportunity to start learning.
of course.
But the day you start a business, you've got to learn business. You've
Yes.
got to master business. And when you're small, you've got to learn all areas of the business. You've got to learn about sales, marketing, operations. You've got to understand the language of business.
Hmm.
When you start looking at growing, you need to learn how to recruit people,
Yeah.
how to train people,
Yeah.
how to manage people.
Yeah.
There are so many different things that you have to learn. And
Okay.
if you don't learn them, the economy will sort of punish you. Here's the
Hmm.
interesting thing. You know
Hmm.
the economy is not racist. It
Hmm.
does not care about your gender,
Yeah.
skin color,
Yes.
religious belief. It
Yes.
doesn't care. It
Okay.
only understands one thing,
Hmm.
competency. If
Competency.
you are competent,
Okay.
it will reward you.
Okay.
If you lack competency, it
Punishes. Okay. Okay, it's back. Okay. All right. So I have another question. All right.
go on.
So how can leaders build a team so far from all you've been saying that takes ownership and makes effective decision without constantly seeking approval from the founder?
They need to start learning. It's as simple as that. There is no, there is no shortcut. People think, okay, there is a shortcut to all this. There isn't. If you started working today on your business, it will take you 3 to 5 years to structure your business so it can run without you. 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years.
Yeah. Because there are
Okay.
so many different things you need to put in place.
Okay.
And you start by learning something new today.
Okay.
So read a book or listen to a book,
Okay.
but start learning. Look,
Okay.
and I always advise this to every single founder.
Okay.
You must start reading a book
Okay.
a month
Okay. A book a month.
because because the more you learn, the more you earn. Yeah, we start at a book a month,
Okay.
and then you get to a book every 3 weeks,
Hmm.
then a book every 2 weeks,
Hmm.
and then you should be consuming one book a week.
A
Now,
week.
if you consume one book a week for 3 years, 150 business books.
Hmm.
How business smart are you going to be? Do you not think with all that information, you can create a business that can run without you, that can thrive without you, a
Exactly.
team that will be, of course you can. It's a
Okay.
lack of knowledge.
Okay.
The reason that businesses fail is because they don't know what to do.
Exactly.
And actually turning up tomorrow and hoping that things will change
Yeah.
is a bullshit strategy because it never will.
You never will. Hmm.
You have to change.
You have to change. Hmm.
Yeah. If
Hmm.
you don't change, your business will always be the same.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Okay. Listeners, I know you are really engaging with this and you're finding this very, very transformative. So as I here, All right. I'm so very, very happy to have him here with me. Giving me, it's like a bombshell, but I am enjoying every bit of it. All right. So this podcast is open to everyone who resonates with Momziba Talks Daily podcast. Should in case you want to be a guest here, all right, you can reach me via these lines via momziba.com. That's my website. Or you can also reach me via my email at momziba@gmail.com. Momziba spelled as MUMZIBAHH@gmail.com. All right, you might want to talk about one-on-one things with me. You can reach me via my contact phone line 08100166876. So beautiful. Let's go. We'll soon be rounding up. Okay, it's just a 30-minute stop. All right, so Mr. Boolkah. So I have this question for you. So at what stage should a business owner begin to set in system and processes that allows the company to function independently? Is it going to be at the beginning of his business, or is it going to be when the business is already, 3 years or 5 years old? Or what do you suggest?
It's simple. The longer you leave it, the more you have to systemize and process. If
Hmm.
you do it at the beginning as you go along, it won't be such a big task. If you leave it to 3 years, it's going to be a very big job.
Okay, so you're going to start it from the beginning.
Yeah.
From the beginning. Okay, all right. So far, so good. So if the systems are a little bit too complicated for teams, new intakes to manage, don't you think they might not be able to apply, stay in the job for too long, and that business or organization is going to have on and off of intakes and like that. It's going to affect the organization?
Yeah, I have a very simple answer to that. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Yeah. So business owners, leaders, you are hearing it says, keep it simple. You don't have to make some, rigid constitution systems and all those things because you want to make it look like other businesses who have had names. You should remember you are a starter, so keep everything simple. All right. So what?
Do you know what's interesting today? You're very lucky we have AI. People
Hmm.
can use AI to help create the systems and
Hmm.
simplify the systems.
Yeah, unlike those days where we, find it very difficult. We have to crack our head to do everything or pay people just to help us put things in place. Exactly. AI has come to really simplify a lot of things for us. And that's for people who
Yeah.
want to learn because some people are still living in the stone age. They don't want to accept AI. So that's it.
And you know what happened to the dinosaurs? They
Oh,
became
they're going to
extinct.
they,
Guess what's going to happen to the business owners? They're going to go the way of the dinosaur if they're not
they're going
careful.
to go into extinction.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So this is we almost ran it up. So what role do company culture and leadership play in ensuring that a business continues to perform when the owners step away?
It is critical, but it's got to be critical at the right time.
Hmm.
You've got to hire the look, culture alone, leadership alone, without recruiting the right people, won't work.
Without
You need
recruiting the right
everything
people.
together. Listen, you can have the best culture. If you've got a bad hire, no matter what the culture is,
It's
the
not going to
person's going
work.
to screw up.
It's not going to work. Okay. So lastly, thank you so much for answering so much. You've been answering a lot, so we'll be running off soon. I don't want to choke you. Okay, so if you could give one piece of advice to business owner who feels trapped in a day-to-day routine operation of their businesses, what would it be?
Start learning.
Start learning.
Start learning. And look, learning can be in the form of reading, listening. Maybe you need to have the right advisors around you, teachers, mentors, coaches. You need to surround yourself with people that are going to build you, not break you.
Okay.
Because you've done everything you know how to do.
Yeah.
All that's going to happen is that tomorrow's going to be the same day as yesterday, and the day after that's going to be the same day after
Yeah.
as the previous day. If you
Okay.
want to change your outcome, change you. The more you learn, the more you earn.
Okay. So, guys, if you are not a person who loves to read, who loves to listen, that's what I say experiences are the best teacher. So you are not willing to go for people who can impact you, okay? Then you might still be doing the day-to-day routine thing and you might not be finding growth. So sometimes you have to, deviate from the day-to-day thing you've been doing that's not be yielding you profit and start to do the advice that Peter Boolkah has said. All right. So, right now, Peter, I know you wrote a book, right? hmm So I believe that you'll be willing to brief us where we can get the book, what the book is about. All right. So our listeners and audience can really go for because you've really given us a whole lot. And I believe that book has more than what you've just said under this 30 minutes.
It, it has. It's got 20 years of case study. It's 20 years case study into business. So look, your business sucks. You can get it on Amazon.
Okay, your business
And
sucks.
it's available as a Kindle edition. And you
Okay.
don't even need a Kindle to read it. Just download the Kindle app. So
Okay.
it's available in Kindle, paperback, hardback, and Audible. So
Okay.
you've got four different formats. Now,
Okay.
the Kindle version at the moment for the month of August will be 99 cents.
Hmm. Okay.
That's it. So
Hmm.
it's free, more or less.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's only as we've just launched it. I'm trying to get as many people as possible, put it in their hands so they can start learning. So the first
Okay.
thing you do, start reading that book. When
Okay.
you finish that book, do the exercises, move on to the next book, and then the next book, and the next book. Get into the habit of learning.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. You have a website.
Yeah. So if you want to connect with me,
Yeah.
follow me,
hmm
just type my name into Google.
Okay.
You type my name into Google, I'm the easiest person to find. Then you can choose my website, my LinkedIn, my YouTube, my
Okay.
podcast, my Instagram, my
Okay.
Facebook,
Okay.
TikTok, up to you. You make the
Okay.
choice.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We'll soon be rounding this up in less than 8 minutes. So, Peter Boolkah, it was a great time with you here. And I would love to have another time with you like this, if you don't mind. Okay.
That's
So
absolutely fine.
okay, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So, I want you to, at the end of this, if you can be able to send me your contact line via your email or your email, both of them, should in case, because I'm trying to, hold some, an international kind of a debate talk. All right. It's an, you know, inter-country talk. So I might want to be, sending you a notification to the date. I don't know if you buy into this idea, if it's okay with you.
Go on. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
What I'm
thank
going to do now, I'm in Podmatch.
okay.
I'm going to type my details into Podmatch.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Peter, for sharing your expertise and practical wisdom with us today. This conversation has really been incredible, insightful, and I'm sure that my listeners are walking away with valuable strategies to build stronger and more scalable businesses. To everyone listening, you must remember that true business success isn't just about building a company that depends solely on you. It's about building a company that thrives because of the system, the people, and vision that you have set in place. You don't want to kill yourself, okay, by carrying everything alone. So thank you so much for tuning into Mom Ziba Tax Daily Podcast. And until next time, I'll be coming 5 p.m. I'm going to be having an interesting guest, Bridget Kennedy. She's from United States, and we're going to be discussing a very, very spiritual matter titled Faith Over Fear. I know, guys, you can wait to listen to it. So you can send in your messages, questions that you want us to really talk about. You can send it via my DM in Messenger on Facebook, TikTok. You can also DM me at Momziba, where we have a lot of followers, over 13K followers. You can reach me, okay, guys, so that we can talk more. I'll be willing to bring answers to your question, bringing you the right expertise that's going to meet your answers. Thank you so much for joining in once more, Boolkah. I appreciate you.
You are welcome. It's been an absolutely fantastic
Yeah, we
conversation.
did it. Thank you.
Did you have fun?
You too.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.